I think I got it. Got my lighter here. Yes. Where's my wax? There. Yay! Got it. We're on. Now we can get back to watching this movie and eating our fudge. Where's my second piece of fudge? Okay, more fudge. More fudge for the pudge. It's my remix to more bounce to the ounce, but it's about getting the ounce for your bounce. Tell all my loves that I am unavailable, so they know where I am and why I cannot text or talk at the moment, and that I'm not ignoring them. And I will return. There, send a tweet. Social media, right? That's what social media is for. I'm drinking hot toddies tonight because they're warm and they're yummy. Tea and honey. And a little rum or cognac, if you'd like. Makes it perfect for Christmas Eve night. That's what I would say, friend. Uh-oh.
Go on. Oh, God.
Go after her. You just watch her walk away in the snow like a fool. And your nightgown. And also not your nightgown, because that's not past you. The future you. Current past you is not in a nightgown. You know what I mean? Captain Picard couldn't take it no more. He said, "No more." Poor Captain Picard.
Better man.
Ah, the big spirit.
Have you never seen anything like this before? Not in this house. I am the ghost of Christmas present. Well, haven't you met with others of my family? My old brothers who preceded me. I know in the house ready. Have you had many brothers? More than 1,800.
Wow.
In this family to provide for. Spirit, take me where you wish. I'd like to get this over and done with. Surely,
It's an interesting offer or order. It's like, oh, you're going to touch this road.
to any kind they give you. To a poor one most of all. Why to a poor one most of all? Because it needs it most. Where we go now, Spirit? Mr. Cratchit. And yet here I am, the ghost of Christmas present. Getting a blessing.
Aww. A cup of tea. Definitely need it for my fudge. But I gotta do it after the scene.
Why didn't you want?
I saw interviews with the kids currently playing Tiny Tim on in the new Christmas Carol play, and they actually have a CP. So it was really great. Seems not that I'm, me and child actors. I have complex feelings. Also, most disabled people do hate the character Tiny Tim. It's like the embodiment of inspiration porn. Actually, I think I did a podcast on inspiration porn called The Tiny Tim of It All a December or two ago.
It's a free spot. Why do you put that? Charles. Tiny Tim. I see him on the fireplace. Under clouds without a name. Unless nothing changes, the child will die. What? Doesn't cry.
Flaming. I'll just sit there and watch him take a bite.
There's nothing wrong with that book, except that it's very small and such a large and dominant way. And it crouched on the bush. Merry Christmas to us all. Dear God bless us. So no chance that boy will spend it. But so what? Think down your bed. Could at least serve this population.
Mm-hmm.
Young man, you are not obey that. So you discover what the surface really is and where it is. You decide what children are going to die. Many people in this tell you are more worthless unless to live than millions. But this always child.
Get rid of the surplus.
Too much life among these hungry brothers of the dust. I tell you, children, to Mr. Scrooge, founder of the feast.
Did you say Scrooge, founder of the feast?
Well,
Founder of the feasting? I wish I hadn't met him. I've given a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I don't think that a good appetite for it.
children,
It should be Christmas Day, I'm sure, and this will give us the help of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody will knows it better than you do, poor fellow.
Christmas Day.
I think his health for your sake and Dave's, not for you. Life's a Merry Christmas like New Year.
It's just one life. Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
That's right, the great young wet Sunday. Let's forget everything, Mr. Scrooge, and enjoy ourselves.
This is something.
Hey, look up.
Okay, so no.
Travels by tornado. Practical. Never know where the winds will take you. Oof, get my heater back. Blah. His feelings are hurt. He's like, y'all don't have to dog me out like this. Like, I'm not even here to defend myself. But
Why won't you, Fred?
Because I think his offences carry their own punishment.
I have no patience with the man.
Well, certainly has very few friends.
That's the man I've ever met, Mr. Bennett. He never said good morning or good evening or Merry Christmas. He leaves a bad taste in people's eyes.
Poor devil. Who suffers from his ill humour? Only himself. By not making merry with us, I'm sure he loses pleasanter companions than his thoughts. I mean, mould the old office or his dusty chambers. Anyway, I mean to keep the door of happiness open and give him a chance every year to slip in, whether he likes it or not. The poker topper.
no, more film. Turn my kettle back on too. Heater on, making me some tea. Get warm. Right now I'm straight smoking some gelato dream that I've been getting from my local dispensary. And I do not know who's making this stuff. I don't know if they're making it or what. I think they're making it. I think it's an in-house wax. So I don't know the brand. Ruh-roh.
Spirit's life so short. I sleep. see something strange and not belonging to you there, beneath your robe, is it a foot or a claw? It might be a claw or yes. Spirit. Are they yours? With the boat, when it floats the water with this pool of us. Yes, the mighty is already. Stronger than we should say on the mountain. At least you exist for you. But it didn't really go through. Are there no shelters? No charities to help them? Are there no churches? Are there no moral houses?
Spirit got hold on him fast. Uh-oh. They done broke him now. I thought he'd never die. This spirit is less chatty. Hey, boo. How you doing tonight? How's your Christmas Eve going? I love the people just jacking his shit. I'm just chilling. You know. I'm on my meds, so I'm not doing much. We did more last night. We did our baking and dessert making for our holiday dinner. And I did most of my shopping. I was gonna do more stuff today, but then I realized I was low on my meds, so I needed to. Just announced the movie that we're watching on Twitter. We're watching the Patrick Stewart A Christmas Carol. Let me get this tea ready. Gonna have some supposed to be pretty strong and give me some energy. Use it at cons. Also helps you not get sick. I love Heine and Sons teas. Put it down. Started that. Finishing my tea. Last one, really. Goodbye. Finish the tea. Speak hard.
The man I was. Why show me this? My father. I will know Christmas by heart and keep it all here. The spirit of all truly Christmas shall fly with me, and not shut out the legend of the future. Oh, if you wash away that veil, it's gone.
Like, you don't tell me, I tell you. Uh-oh. That wouldn't feel like a good sign. Okie dokie.
And Scrooge had the first orgasm of his long life. The way he was like, it's like, dude, what the? Do you need to say that? Do you need a moment? A few minutes privately? Yeah.
You alright, bud?
You know this is a kids movie, right? A family movie, right?
That was actually the third take. I like how this kid's like, I really don't have time for these games. Ouch. Ugh. Antonio, stop. Could you not? Maybe? And just say you did? Cool. Glad we were able to come to that bargain. Okay. It's on my phone. I don't know what it is. But I'll find it. Those are tiny. Dang it. I don't think it's listening to me. Little lying phone. Merry Christmas. This tea should be nice. I know you're not gonna like tea. Just get that honey all up in there. Ugh. Perfect hot dog. Perfect balance of honey and cognac and tea. That tea's good in there too. Yummy. You can come over here now if you want, baby. Okay, afraid some gigabytes, but I don't feel like I found whatever it is. Is this it? No. I'm gonna find it. Whatever it is. Is this item, is this mystery item in my phone really think it can hide from me? Since we watch something serious, time to watch something ridiculous, like Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, the Street Science 3000 version. Because that's the best version, in my opinion. Let's see. Thousand. What is on my phone? For some reason, I can't turn on closed captions with this, even though it's on Amazon Prime. Weird. Maybe because of like when it was on public access television and what it had what they never made them for it, and neither did Amazon, I guess. Oh my gosh. Whatever. I would love to see this show live. I always miss when that's my face. Struggling?
Always. It's my eternal reset state. Wardrobe mistress.
My mom's issue with this was like, why are they renting it? I was like, Mom, people can't watch this seriously.
These movies are Drek. These movies make Drek look like real production.
Like, have you
Actually sat
have you
down and
seen
watched
them?
some of these quote classics. These classics y'all like to think. Like, at least people from our generation can look back and say, the movies of the 80s are fucking problematic. And some of them we can't watch anymore.
This is
In the same way, at least.
not good.
Love these Martian costumes.
Oh my God. Everything here is quality. Everything about this is gold.
Nothing but frozen food. At least that's the way it is by the time we get it.
You know, elk tastes just like chicken.
And now, let's take a look, see the Santa's workshop.
Oh, we'll wait here. Oh, it smells like a monkey house in here.
Oh, yeah,
A long mic cord there.
boys and girls, it's just weeks before Christmas, and Santa and his helpers are working overtime to make sure that there's enough toys for the kids all over the world.
Oh yeah, he is.
But I'm sure he'd like to say a few words to you two. Hello, Santa.
Get the hell out of my shop.
Boys and girls.
Smoking is good for you.
Very busy time. Well, you think you'll be ready by Christmas Eve?
Well, we've never disappointed the kids yet, except for the poor ones.
That's some bad,
Except for the poor
that's some
ones.
bad dubbing.
There's a rumor that you're going to use a rocket sled.
No, sorry. We're going out the good old-fashioned Guns a-blazing, and transferring, thundering, blitzing, and blitzing, and blitzing. Yes, so what's in the pipe?
Is Santa drunk? Or smoking something other than maybe tobacco? The wacky tobacco?
That's not Barbara Bush. That's Aunt B. Now, where's that pie, Aunt B?
Don't tell Aunt B what to do.
Get back in the kitchen, Aunt B. Make me a pie.
You are not the boss of Aunt B.
I am.
When she takes up a mass media, she touches herself.
Not that fake rocket fuel. The real kind. Sam is like, you know what? I'm going to take that spaceship that I had in that other movie that we were watching a kid so that he could go up to the North Pole and check on his dad real quick. Because for some reason Santa was riding on a spaceship.
As Santa does.
He had upgraded apparently.
Let Buddy hack it.
So he lent it to a child, but only for the night. As Santas want to do.
Stand up. Stand up and be counted. I'm sorry, Chief Varsler? Bravo. You are the laziest man on Mars. Why are you sleeping during working hours? Because I'm the laziest man on Mars. Sleeping, Chief? It's just that I haven't been able to sleep these last few nights. Must have been drunk off his Martian blood. So I was just practicing. Julia, but I suggest you practice doing your work. Where's Lady Momar?
Gaddafi?
One of the video set all day watching those ridiculous Earth programs. It confuses him, especially Twin Peaks. Where are they? Oh, those Earth programs. Oh, it's Sweeps Week. Open, Coco the Clown Room. You know, he's adoring it. That he is.
Almost like.
Yeah, $20 worth of batteries.
I don't know, Grandma. What is tender love for? I don't know either.
Grandma, you know, I told you not to watch those silly Earth programs. Like Fire and Sleep.
Must we go to sleep now, Father? I want to see Santa Claus tomorrow. I want to see more toys.
No, go to sleep. Will you buy me a golden globe then? Why, sure. She'll serve 12, and with a little Martian seasoning, she'll make a tempting main course. We need your advice, children. Not all right? Something is wrong with our children. On Saturn 3. Not. It's not. They are not. Their only interest is watching meaningless Earth programs on the video. Are there any other kind? Well, that is now. It's the middle of September. Well, time for September. No. Not here. I do not know. It's like a train. Yes. I had yellow today. It was early December, I know. It's to the time of the hello, Mars to Chochum. What is a Christmas? It's a Christian holiday ruined by commercialism. Look, we called you at a bad time. Hey, just in case, where are your nitro pills? What has this to do with our children?
What has this to do with our children?
I have no son. But Drew Barrymore is not. Look, you're breaking my heart, Gramps. Can you get on with it? Yeah, don't. They go through shoes like crazy. They never. Oh, he's fading fast. No, you are rebelling. But you advise. The children must be allowed to be children again. Everything I know, I learned in kindergarten. Santa Claus on Mars. Yeah, and you need a sedative, old man. Diarrhea is like a storm raging inside. Look, you're a busy man. Well, come back. Next show at 10:30. Hey, let's give it up for the old man. How about it? Yeah. That'll scratch the joke, my dear. So, you catch any of that? Santa Claus on Mars? I think it would go something like this. Santa Claus. Santa Claus, isn't it? Sorry. Well, I guess that takes care of that. I tell you, it was a foolish idea to sacrifice that old man. It's a serious matter, Bodar. Desperate problems require desperate deeds. Thunder Chief. Except Santa Claus long enough. We will bring it to Mars. I'm against it. Our children are fine the way they are. I don't want any Santa Claus bringing them toys and games. They'll start playing and laughing and running underfoot. They'll become a nuisance. I've made my decision. We put this tonight. Back your other mustache. Big man. Vamos. Here we go. Guess what? Number one. Okay. Thank you. You can lose the shot now. Scene's over. Cricket, lighter away. Cricket. You know, we canceled Battlestar Galactica. I'm going to kill myself. Hey, look, their ship runs on a Simon game. Stratego! You sunk my battleship! Gentlemen, we can't all be the Honey Nut Cheerios honeybee. Approaching protected Earth orbit. I know, I'm the one that steers into it.
Okay, I think I found the solution. Be helpful, not be. Gwynnifer, are you supposed to be awake? Gwen, are you supposed to be awake?
Alright, Mom.
Sometimes I notice things, but only sometimes. Let's see. Okay, okay. Artichokes. Pull my car, pour it all down. Blech.
Wash up the dishes and stuff. Yeah. Oh, wash my jacket. I just fell off the chair.
blah, then blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so got that all taken care of. Now I can go back to smoking and enjoying Santa Claus Conquers the Martians Mysteries Science Theater 3000. I'm hot tie. I'm at the edge. Oh, I forgot. Ugh. Give that like a basic attempt before I started. The Martians' makeup is so terrible. The whole everything about the Martians is so amazingly believable. Terrible. You're just like, that's an alien. Not at all a human and horrible makeup and costuming that a child could have made out of home.
Worst part about that movie? That they got paid to write it.
That is absolutely the worst part about that movie. That someone was paid to write that and then produce it.
When somebody looked at that script and said, "Wow, Fafo.
Make it!"
And that was the first deal ever signed in Hollywood while the producer was on cocaine.
No, it was Holiday Inn.
Oh, no, that was par for the course back then.
Yeah. That were made that nobody was like, no one's ever going to look back on this and think poorly of us. Talentless, understandable.
That's almost expected.
All the movies in the 80s and 90s and even early 2000s where they're like, well, if you love them, drug them. Make a wish to make them fall in love with you against their will. Duh. That's love. It's the foundation of a good relationship. This is the building blocks of romance. Become someone who you aren't so that they will see you for who you are.
Alienate your lifelong friends and family.
And everything you've ever been.
For that crush you just met.
And then let it still work out. Or like, give that person who's been emotionally terrorizing you a chance. Plots repeated constantly. That person who didn't want something worth wanting in a shallow and materialistic way, still want them. They're the one for you. Like, people were like, this is a movie that's going to hold up over time and will never be looked back upon as trash that influenced the generation terribly.
Look at 16 Candles.
Look at almost all the 80s movies that have destroyed a generation worth of people's emotional developmental health. Like, on both sides. I saw a guy today, right, in a thread. I saw this great thread. It was the whole thread that on both sides was really interesting. Like, the first half of the thread was interesting because this woman posted like this picture of a Christmas card they got, and it said like best Christmas card ever. Oh no, I guess it's a meme that says best Christmas card ever. And it's supposed to be from like 7 years ago, but I guess it's from a trend of Christmas cards if you look it up, because this card has like his wife and his daughter's mouths covered with green tape, and then their hands are tied up with Christmas tree lights, and they're like wrapped up in Christmas tree lights. Not like a ton of Christmas tree lights, just a light, a little bit.
Like a strand each.
Yeah. But I will tell you, as someone who's worked in social services, if I saw that, I'd be like, where's this address? Has worked in like the social services area. I'd be like, where's this address, so like I could get that family's address to the right people. Because like talking about that as it, because like that's not okay. It's like that's crossing a line. Once you duct tape your child's mouth, that's when you cross the line. like if you did it long enough to take full pictures, and the kids didn't do it to themselves, you know, it's like, you know, and then he holds a picture that says peace on earth. And then his son, who is the youngest in the family, is doing a thumbs up. So yeah, that's like the context. And like then like someone else posted another one. She's like, no, I've seen other pictures like this, and this dad is posting one, and he like has like all girls in his family, I guess, and it's just like, I think it was like 4 daughters or 5, and they all had like the green tape on their mouth, and the wife had the green tape on her mouth. But this one, it's like, the thing is, in this picture, the daughter is actually touching her mouth. One of them is. What I always find interesting in pictures like that is like, that means that either you couldn't get one where she wasn't, where no one was messing with it or upset about it, or that like it bothered her so much that she actually was bothered by it in the picture. Like, even if you just took one picture, it's like the picture captured her feelings about it, like that she was thinking about the fact that her mouth was taped. It's like, yeah, because you taped her mouth. Like, that's literally called gagging someone. Like, you're not supposed to do that to children. And there's a reason why, like, most of the pictures you see of people doing it are of white families. The reason why is because, like, it's easy to get your kids taken away. It's like if you're doing that, you're usually going to be people who are married. You're usually going to be people who are like more affluent, because like it's easy to get your kids taken away in America. You're not going to be some poor people, living in like a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom apartment with 4 kids, risking CPS coming out. Like you're not going to be risking that, because you can't. You're not going to be in that situation doing stuff like that. You already know. That's very foolish type of thing to do. That's a very fly flex when you're doing that type of shit. Everybody knows that is a CPS flex when you do something like that. That is something easily, if CPS wanted to, they could come to your house just off of that picture. If they wanted to. It's just if they did not, they could not. It's just on how CPS felt. Hey. And the way CPS usually feels about it is they're less likely to come to situations if they feel like it's a married Christian home. They're less likely to come out. Merry Christmas, sweetie.
Because married Christians never did anything terrible.
Exactly. Like married Christian homes are never found to be abusing their kids or having, horrible situations in the home. But that's just the way it is, because of the way they prioritize cases. They might even check their social media, and if everyone on their social media is like, oh, this guy is so great.
It's good to be on walks.
Exactly. They're less likely to come out and check your house, even if you literally have a picture on your page of your kids tied and gagged up. And you're like, oh, it's just a joke in our community. So that's how that works. But if somebody in like the hood put that picture up, they're probably going to get the CPS called out to their house. That's why they don't play that. They're not going to play like that. I hope you're having a great Christmas Eve and holiday, sweetie. How's your night going? Just talking about this thread I saw on Twitter today. It's like, so most of the people in the thread were like, yeah, this is not a joke. This isn't funny, when they were seeing these pictures. But then, of course, someone came into the thread and was like,
or you guys are taking this too serious.
Well, and I like the way he specifically said was, you guys need to stop virtue signaling. This is just a joke. And my reaction to that is like, first of all, your attitude is, if your attitude is sincerely, people need to stop looking out for child abuse as vigilantly. You need to take a look at what your priorities are. That's probably like the one thing everyone should stay on their tippy toes about. Like, that's the one thing it's okay to have false alarms about. That's the one thing it's okay if people cry wolf too often.
But the big fat nose is in there.
Yeah, like if people get in people's business too much about child abuse, that's okay. Because that's the one, that's the slides much. People will get in people's business about like, are you taking care of your dogs and cats?
Stupid petty
But like
shit.
they'll let child abuse. They're like, well, over there and crying, but things happen. How did that happen? It hasn't even been bumped. Did it happen like on the walk or something? It hasn't even been bumped. It was fine.
Yeah. I just picked it up right now. It was like that. I had to super glue it.
We have super glue right here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm drinking too right now. Yeah, I'm like, people really need to stop tripping about some things. Like some things, it's like, pick and choose your battles on what you want people to not call people out about, okay? If you want to say, don't call people out about everything, that's fair. That's fair. But let's agree that child abuse is the thing everyone should be calling everyone out about. We should all be watching out for all of the children, not your own. Notice in your neighborhood that their parents aren't watching them. Watch out for those kids. Watch all the kids. It's not that hard.
Even if you kind of low key wish they'd get hit by a car.
Okay, like just watch for what God. Like, why is this where we're at? Where we're like, God,
Children.
you're really nitpicking about child abuse now. Like, really? Calm down. When you're like, people are being too much about child abuse and domestic violence. Like, now you're being too much about jokes. And then he was like, yeah, this is like obviously just a joke. Like, if I see jokes like this all the
I
time.
can't get any glue out of here. It's okay. I'll use some glue at Mom's house and fix it.
He's like, I see jokes like this all the time on Reddit and stuff, and he's like, if you live in a house with all women, like I do, you can see how this joke is funny. Can you turn off the strobe? And I'm like, I don't get why this has to be explained, but here, this is very simple. And he's like, he's like, I'm a fan of like Eddie Murphy and Chris Rock and George Carlin, and this is obviously a joke. And if you like comedy and see jokes like this all the time, you would get that. He's like, this is very common joke, like amongst men. And I'm like, I have a lot of male friends. Like, almost all my friends are men. So I get that. Like, I've seen websites and forums that are like mostly men. And like, here's the thing. This was my like exact response to this. Like, I didn't respond to him. I subtweeted with pictures of his tweets. And I was like, here's my thing. Like, the way men talk by themselves, especially, or around women they know they trust, because I've had friends say things to me and I'll be thinking, and they'll be friends with the same guys as me, but the guys don't speak around them the same way. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, if you only knew how they talk. Like, it's like, guys do often speak in like really super crass, really disrespectful, almost unevolved compared to female ways. And the way they think seems to us unevolved. You know, I get that. I'll talk to my friends a lot and I'll be like, I understand that's how you feel. That does not matter. Like, I'll just be like, because like society has rules and you have to function in those rules. Like you have to be a human being in the world because society has rules. Like it's because I'm autistic, so I get sometimes getting like society has rules and you have to function in them. Like there are rules that society has that I don't get, and it's just like, but I have to function within them because society has them. That's how there is to it. So, like, men talk in like this very crass, unevolved way a lot of time. That's very disrespectful, but that is that can be a joke. Merry Christmas, Woo. Merry Christmas Eve. I hope you're having a good Christmas Eve. Like that can be a joke. And that's what guys don't get about jokes. And that's why like people will be like, oh, I love comedy. But it's like, but you don't understand comedy. And that's why you shouldn't be talking about it. Because that can be a joke if you're talking about like really disrespectful shit. Even if it's terrible sometimes, I'll be like, that can be a joke. But actually enacting that terrible, crass, disrespectful shit on your family in order to vent your frustration is abuse.
Mm-hmm.
You see the difference? Because you're an adult. So, like, get a hobby or go to therapy if you can't tolerate, like, being the only man in your house or something. But, like, that's it. Don't gag and tie up your family for a Christmas photo and say it's a fucking joke. It's not a joke anymore. Now it's abuse. Laughing about how funny it would be to your friends, even in a chat, that would be a joke. Actually doing it is abuse. These men are tripping, girl. What did you do today? Oh my goodness, what videotapes are they looking at?
About a curmudgeonly old man that worked at the room meeting of Christmas. The Christmas that wasn't that bad, which is about a curmudgeonly old woman that runs the room meeting of Christmas. The Christmas that really kicked ass, which is about a curmudgeonly old man and a curmudgeonly old woman that runs
The Christmas that wasn't that bad. This robot is amazing, right? I think the robot on Voyager was based off of this robot.
I can see the similarities. Nobody expects
the Spanish Inquisition.
I'm gonna yell at when I eventually murder you. I'm just gonna burst in the room and yell at. That's how you know it's go time. When we have to pick our murders. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. That's when you play dead. Fall over.
I like how their hats are lesser because they don't have a white ball at the tip. They don't get the fur trim. You lesser hats. You don't deserve fur. He moved. She's back.
Meat is murder.
Now, is that her hair? Or is that...
That is not.
This robot is amazing. I think this looks almost exactly like the robot I built when I was 6. Mine was rainy. I will admit that. But I was using the limited supplies I had at home at the time, and I used a popcorn tin from Christmas. Oh. Now let's do some jumping jacks. I really want to watch Billy Jack next week. That line is from a riff Lorelai has on Gilmore Girls from a scene.
Santa Claus kidnapped by Martians. One of them, Braun.
Oh no. The whole earth is being mobilized to save Santa. This is real, y'all. I love how the premise of this movie is Santa's real as fuck.
Claws off our claws.
I detest you.
You love me. You love me. And I know I can see you trying not to laugh at my wonderful little joke.
Do you see who she is?
I've never hidden who I am. I'm a monster. I'm a fucking monster, bitch.
Have fun with your mammy. Till I said, hey, hey, hey.
I do no such thing.
Yes, you will.
I'll tell her one hey.
You better give it to her like, hey.
I will give her a 1.5 second hey.
Oh. Give her all my lies.
I deny you every request. Oh, denier. A request denier. Actually, I should probably call my car before I go downstairs to wait for a car. I know I gotta open my bike across the street because Thursday's not a holiday.
Is it that type of Thursday?
Alright, my dear. You have a Merry Christmas. I see you either late tomorrow night about this time or Thursday morning.
I'll see you then, or I'll see you some other time.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Maybe get like 3 or 4 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Santa's inducted a Martian.
Oh, I just your stash, Carl. You always gonna sing.
Can't tell me what to do, Billy.
We underestimate the results of this thing. I sure hope that's putting a plan in the way. You gotta pay attention. I'll give you a piece of action. I'd be surprised. Yeah, but it's only 18 guys tonight.
I can't help that I'm like this.
I stick the camera up and you. Then you would like.
Any Christmas movies on the list? Trying to check.
Did I look later all of a sudden?
Oh yeah, that wasn't on here. Oh. Yeah, this one's not it.
I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last. I'm going first, though.
Sounded like my. What kind of books have you been reading?
You're living in nonsense and we can control the phone.
Beyond the part you know, exists a world you don't. A world that is great. Greater than just one passion. Greater than just one adventure. Greater than just one moment. Count till our life is great. Count to greater than.
Okie dokie. Found a good movie for later. So yay! Looks pretty cool. You guys missed when we watched Holiday Inn. Oh my god. We got kicked in the nuts with some blackface. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Oh my god, this came out the year I was born. What? That's not possible. Just gonna be oh. Clearly a typo. Clearly a typo.
Come on, man. Don't call me cheap.
Okay. Santa doesn't like legal entry. No, no, no. It's not his way.
Ooh. Thoughts? Sometimes she's a thinker. I need to light my candles too.
So this is man, you might as well have the two kids. His name is B.F. Skinner. He's going to put this into a box.
Sorry for those seizure moments.
Well, folks, that was my bit. I hope you enjoyed it.
They're a mess. I'm dead at these Martians. The Martian scenes are the messiest. Why do so many of the Martians have heavy mustaches? Or is it the same guy? I'm trying to follow it. But the makeup is so bad. It's both heavy and not enough. If you've seen this movie, you know. How can makeup be how can movie makeup be this much of a mess? And allegedly have had a production budget. But like production budget. Put down your 99-cent only store laundry baskets. Let's go to the bar. Bring along our new child laborers. Antonio, where are you going? I don't get. Antonio. Antonio. Antonio, stop it.
Come here, little bean. Where's my little puppy? Oh, my little golden puppy. Where's my little golden puppy? Oh, you need little golden puppy things? Being golden. Say Merry Christmas, everybody. 2 minutes till Christmas here. Then you get a Christmas treat. You've been waiting. Really good. Pretty good today. Pretty good.
What happens to all those dumb, wooden trains and horses and cars? No one ever fix them. Well, even the kind of toy family drives out at Christmas to decorate the house. Smells like their feet, no matter how much essence of fuel-fired light bulb relaunch you use. No, these are the real Christmas toys. They end up in Marshall Field's window displays and FAO Sports catalog or in overpriced little gift shops in Vermont and Dollar County, Wisconsin. My message is for you.
What?
That one was for you. Why didn't you answer, Antonio? Mm-hmm. Oh no. You wanna go down? Okay. You're free! Free yourself! Antonio, where are you going over there for?
Don't do anything bad after I just said you were so good.
Merry Christmas, it's midnight. Get in your bed and do that. In your bed. Good boy. Look at you. Being good in the neighborhood. Is that what you're doing? Are you being good in the neighborhood? That's what it looks like.
Let's see if I can find a charger to charge this device.
Here, eat. Yeah. Sesh. That goes here. Okay. The first one worked. What are the odds? In celebration, let's hit the weed, y'all. This pop. I'm probably going to end this stream on YouTube. Oops. See what I did there. Right, probably gonna end and restart this stream just because I'm gonna play some music and I don't want the whole thing to get blocked. But the second half probably will. You know? What you gonna do? So I'll probably do it after this movie ends. And don't forget, you guys can hop in the Conic Grove stream anytime and watch with us 24/7. We try to only go down for technical difficulties, at least for now. We're able to stay up thanks to the community support.
Yeah. This computer, this shit happens all the time, I swear. I get so upset. I'm like, how many times has this happened? How many errors are like this? How many things do I need to go check down? Stop. I hate my life so much. I really do. But instead of throwing this table, I'm just gonna fix all this shit. Just no reason. Oh my god. Uh, the Martian Santa. He's like, what do you guys think? Pretty legit, right? Basically nailed it. Tied the hat to my antenna. Nailed it.
Antonio, stop. Lay down. Lay down. Don't bark. My neighbors actually aren't very loud. And today I heard their kids. It was like in my bathroom, like, do I hear Christmas caroling? And it was like coming through the bathroom wall. And it was a little kid Christmas caroling. It was super cute. They were singing Jingle Bell Rock. Very cute. Little kid Jingle Bell Rock. Quite adorable. That's what I was checking. Now I remember. I wanted to see if I had added our new streams to. There was a reason. It all comes up. Like I was doing something. So tired, just dead ass exhausted. Keeping it going is not easy. How much?
Wait, first of all, I found another Christmas one that I don't know if I even seen this one. It's just called Santa Claus. I know I've seen the Christmas that almost wasn't many times. Okay. This is nice. They have the ones that Netflix doesn't have. This is working out nicely. There you go. Got them all set up. All right, now definitely want to watch something that's going to have subtitles. This is a Thanksgiving one. I'll do this one first.
Ringing Christmas for people, you know, with one of their faves, It's a Wonderful Life. So now that I have all that set up, I'll get everything I need set up. I should move all that over there. Give me a couple hits first. My head hurts. I'm gonna switch these to my regular ears. Take my ears off. My ears on. Get more use out of those tomorrow. Stretch out later tonight. I need me another cup of tea. For sure. Pop my glasses off. See, now I don't like leaving this container open. What's the point of it otherwise? Just to keep the weed fresh. Antonio, get in your bed if you're gonna scratch. Don't get hair all over the whole house. Thank you. There's just no reason for it. I love you. Antonio Bolio. Tony Balloon. Tony Balloon. A little golden bean. Tony.
Maybe 3 or 4 wives. And George got goals. Antonio. Uh, that's such a convenient sign to have up in your shop. Ask Dad. He knows what to do. Although it should say ask your parents. Okay, I am going to reset and I shall return. Let me just, I guess, write these things down. I need to do it. Uh-oh. It's like, hey, I was trying to help you.
Okay. Wrote my notes down. I wonder.